Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron. I hope you're having a great day or night in Jesus. We're looking today at some quotes from theologians, others throughout history on the inadequacy of the Septuagint. So thanks for being here. This is brandplucked.com. Will Kinney's wonderful stuff. If you're looking for great stuff on the King James, he's got it. So here's some things. First of all, William Whitaker in 1588, 23 years before the release of the King James Bible, and we disagree with King James translators on their views of the Septuagint. They were Hebrew and Greek scholars, not necessarily church historians. So William Whitaker wrote, "Learned men question whether the Greek version of the scriptures now extant be or be not the version of the 70 elders. The sounder opinion seems to be that of those who determine that the true Septuagint is wholly lost and that the Greek text as we have it, this Old Testament, is a mixed and miserably corrupted document. Aristides says that the Septuagint version was exactly conformable to the Hebrew originals, so that when we read and diligently examined by skillful judges, it was highly approved by the general suffrage of them all. But this of ours amazingly differs from the Hebrew, as well as other places and books, especially in the Psalms of David." And this was William Whitaker's Disputations on Holy Scripture, 1588, the Sola Deo Gloria edition of 2000. Now, Whitaker was a foremost defender of the Protestant doctrine of Scripture against Catholicism in his day. He also wrote, "From these and innumerable examples of the like sort we may concede either this Greek version, which has come down to us in our times, is not the same as that published by the 70 Jewish elders, or that it has suffered such infinite and shameful corruptions as to be now very slight authority. Even Jerome had not the Greek translation of 70 interpreters in its purity, since he often complains in his commentary that what he had was faulty and corrupt." That's also Disputations, Holy Scripture 122. So Jerome said it was corrupt as well. Now Ira Price said this is not King James only propaganda. It is a sound review of history. And Ira Price's The Ancestry of Our English Bibles, great book, by the way. He mentions several important manuscripts of the Septuagint, pages 52 through 80. Everyone, except the John Rylands fragment, is of the origin version of the Septuagint, produced long after the New Testament. Every manuscript was produced at least 200 years after the New Testament that scholars claim that it quotes. But the earliest extant manuscript of this version, the Septuagint, is dated around 350 AD. That comes from H.S. Miller, General Biblical Introduction, which is good, page 120. Now, F.F. Bruce says this, "Strictly speaking, the LXX deals only with the law and not the whole Old Testament." Bruce writes, "The Jews might have gone at a later time to authorize the standard text of the rest of the Septuagint, but lost interest in the Septuagint altogether. With but few exceptions, every manuscript of the Septuagint, which has come down to our day, was copied and preserved in Christian, not Jewish circles." The books and the parchments, page 150. This is important to note because the manuscripts which consist of the LXX today date to the 3rd century AD. John Owen says the LXX, if any such LXX there were. Now, we're going to go into Owen and Gill next because they're so important. We're going to make a separate video about them. But just notice all of these scholars are picking up what's now becoming current scholarship, but wasn't for many, many decades, if not centuries, that there was no Septuagint. There were scraps of paper, pieces of paper, and at most a Torah, but not the entire Old Testament. So God bless. Just know history's written by the victors, and the whole world does lie in wickedness. Satan's father of lies. And people, well-meaning people, we just repeat what we were taught in Bible school. I'll just tell you. God bless. We love you. Bye-bye.